Hey guys, a new recipe coming up. It's not super strict nutritarian because it's a soup that's based on white potatoes. Typically we don't eat too many white potatoes in the nutritarian lifestyle because there's not a ton of micronutrients per calorie. However, this is more like a comfort food type thing, so just think of it like that. What I'm doing is I took a bunch of red potatoes and I peeled them, chopped them up. Then I have some orange pepper and yellow pepper in the fridge that I had to get rid of. That's 2 of them. Chop those guys up. Then I had a bunch of sweet onions and I put those in there. That's probably the equivalent of a medium or maybe a small medium yellow onion. I'm gonna add a bunch of garlic. I have 4 cloves of garlic here. So I'm sauteing the onion right now. Once the onion is going for just another minute or 2, I'm gonna add in the peppers, saute those. Add the garlic till it gets fragrant, just for about a minute, and then I'm going to add all the potatoes in, some stock, and then some water. For the seasoning, I'm going to add some of this veggie base. This is Vogue veggie base. I'll put a link for this down below in the description. This is my favorite thing to have on hand because I don't have soup stocks at home usually, and this way I can just make it out of water. So I'll just add whatever water I need to add. I'm also going to add some of Furman's Veggie Zest. I like this. It's a soup base, but it's a little bit sweet, so it just kind of depends on the soup you're making. So I'm going to add some of that. I'm going to stir this here. These onions I had were frozen. They were in the freezer already chopped up, so I just added a bunch in there. In those, they let out a lot of water, so I have a ton of water in there right now. Like a ton of water in there, which is okay because the soup's going to require a bunch of water anyways, and I don't want to lose those nutrients. So I'm just going to kind of cook the onions down a little bit. I'm not looking to get a brown or anything like that. And then I'm going to season to taste. What I'm going to do is take part of the soup, blend it into the blender, and then put it back in there, so that creates the nice creaminess for the soup, and that's pretty much going to be it. It's going to be a real basic soup, so I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, I was just scratching my neck, don't worry. So alright, I'm finishing up the soup. Here's how it kind of turned out after cooking it. It's really, really good right now, but I wanted it to be sort of a creamy soup. So what I'm doing is I do the standard old nutritarian trick. I have some cashews and some hemp seeds in here, plus some of the soup. I'm gonna grind all that up into a cream, like a creamy sauce kind of thing. I'm going to add it all back to the soup, and that will make a really nice creamy soup. The potatoes, see, the thing is when you make a potato soup, if you use the type of potato that I use, they don't really break down too much, which is good because I wanted them to be kind of a little bit firm. But if you were to use potatoes that are, like I use red potatoes, but if you were to use like regular baking potatoes or something like that, those break down like crazy, which is nice because then it makes it more creamy. That's not really what I wanted. So instead I'm using the old cashew hemp seed trick to make it creamy, and then I'm going to add some nutritional yeast, well, a lot of nutritional yeast just for some of that flavor. And maybe it's going to be like a little bit cheesy. We'll see how it is. I'll show you the final product. I'm actually really excited now. Bye! Oh, my other trick is that like my husband's not home for dinner yet, so I'm not ready to make it. So what I do is I leave this soup in here so it's kind of soaking those cashews for a little bit, and then when it's time for us to eat in a little bit here, maybe in a half hour or so, I'll just blend these. But this gives them time to sort of soak up a bit and soften up, and then it'll be easier to blend them. And yeah, if you have a regular blender, that's important too. If you don't have a Vitamix, you definitely want to soak the cashews for a little while before you blend it, otherwise it'll be too gritty. So okay, I'll show you the final product. Alright, here is the blended portion of the soup with the cashews and stuff, and then here's the regular soup. I'm going to put this back here real quick. I'm going to pour this in here, make a nice creamy soup. I'm going to mix it. Oh my gosh, check that out, you guys. Yum. Look at that, it looks like a chowder. No dairy or anything, just nuts and some of the potatoes blended. Oh, this would be really good with corn too, but it'd be a little too starchy. And then let's see about the flavor, huh? Oh my god. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna add some nutritional yeast now for a little cheesiness. Quite a bit, probably that much. I'm gonna mix it in. I'm mixing. Gonna warm it back up. Dinner is served. Holy mother of pearl. The soup is so creamy. The nutritional yeast gave it just the right flavor. Are you ready for dinner?
Yes.
See ya.